I want to explain this. Continue with business liquidity. So how do we measure liquidity? First, liquidity simply means the ease at which our resources or a business resources can be turned into cash. That is what liquidity is about. So how do we measure liquidity, and why do we have to measure liquidity? We have to measure liquidity because without liquid, we might not be able to pay for our short-term debts. And if a business is unable to pay its short-term debt, then there's a problem, because it's about the flow of money. So if a business doesn't have cash, then there's a problem within the business. So that's why every now and then you have to measure how liquid you are as a business. So to measure how liquid you are as a business, you can use the current ratio and the asset ratio. So we're going to start with the current ratio. For current ratio, I wrote, it's a liquidity ratio which focuses on current assets and current liabilities. What are current assets? These are assets that can last within a year. They are supposed to be used up within a year. And current liabilities, these are resources these are debts that we are supposed to pay back within a year. So the ratio of what we have that's supposed to be used up within a year with what we are supposed to pay back within a year is called current ratio. So it is, current ratio is current assets divided by current liabilities. Current assets divided by current liabilities. So as soon as you get your figure, a business will be considered having enough ratio if its current ratio is between 1.5 ratio 1 to 2 ratio 1. So if as soon as you calculate your current ratio is between 1.5 to 2, then you have enough liquid to pay your short-term debt. But if it is above this, it means your business is tying up a lot of money on stocks, which is not good for the business. That means you are not productive. A current ratio that is above 2.1 means that the business is having a lot of money tied up on stocks.
What about below?
Below it is good for the business.
Below 1.5 is also good?
Below 1.5 is good. It means you have a lot of cash with you. So it should be between 1.5 to 2. Anything above 2, it's a problem. It means the business doesn't have enough cash to pay its short-term debts. Do we get that, please? Yeah, the other method of finding out how liquid you have as a business is the acid test ratio. For acid test ratio, I wrote, it's a more severe test of liquidity. Why is it more severe? It is more severe because you have to take inventories out. Your stocks. Your stocks are what the business sells. So if you are taking your stocks, what you sell as a business, when you are taking it off, then how much money will you have available? That's why it is severe. So that's why it is a more severe test of liquidity, because inventories are not treated as liquid. We don't count inventories. So the formula for acid test ratio is current assets minus inventories divided by current liabilities. It's almost the same with this, but the difference between current ratio and acid test ratio is that for acid test ratio, we take away inventories. Inventory is part of our current asset, but we take it away when we are calculating for current ratio. Is it clear? Is it clear, please?
Yes, sir.
So I wrote, if the business has an asset test ratio less than 1.1 ratio 1, it means the current asset minus inventories don't cover the current liabilities. Anything below this is a problem for the business. It means taking away your inventories, you cannot pay your debts. Get the point here. If you are having an asset test ratio less than this, it means that without your inventory, you cannot pay your current liabilities, which is not good, because you should be able to pay your current liabilities in the long run, even without selling your stocks. Do you understand? Thank you.